Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Yvette Evans's The Numbers 6, Part 1, is an ambitious mythic fantasy that reimagines creation, the fall of humanity, and the origins of evil through a distinctly feminine lens. The story begins on a cosmic scale, introducing a universe populated by divine beings, magical paths, living trees, and elemental creatures, before narrowing its attention to Adam and the first woman, who eventually names herself Lily. Lily's awakening becomes the emotional center of the book, her struggle to be treated as an equal, her discovery of her wings and power, and her decision to define her own purpose turn a familiar origin story into one about self-possession, motherhood, betrayal, and the cost of freedom. The novel's world is packed with imaginative details. Trees have consciousness. Flowers communicate, emotions can physically alter nature, and celestial beings move between fire, flesh, crystal, and shadow. Evans writes in a lush, highly ornamented style, often giving the setting as much personality as the characters. That density creates a story that feels closer to an oral cosmology or sacred epic than a conventional fantasy adventure. Even the unusual names, wordplay, recurring sixes, and chapter titles encourage the reader to look for hidden relationships. The book asks for careful attention, but it rewards that attention by gradually connecting its cosmic mythology to witch camps, inherited rituals, colonial privilege, illness, and the life of a young girl named Saren. In spirit, the book recalls Octavia E. Butler, particularly Wild Seed, because both authors combine mythology, Black history, supernatural inheritance, and complicated struggles over power. Butler's prose tends to be restrained and psychologically direct, while Evans favors abundance, symbolism, and sweeping description. Evans also gives the natural world a stronger speaking role. Earth, trees, flowers, blood, wind, and fire aren't just scenery here. They're witnesses, victims, conspirators, and carriers of memory. That choice makes the novel feel like a creation myth, told not only by humanity, but by everything humanity has touched. What stayed with me most was the book's sense that ancient choices keep echoing through families and civilizations. Lily's resistance, Iblis's wounded vanity, Tol's grief, Priska's sacrifice, and Saren's inheritance all become parts of the same long conflict. The later chapters bring that mythology into a recognizable modern world, giving the earlier cosmic material a more personal weight and ending on an ominous confrontation involving Annalise Minot. The Numbers 6, Part 1, is expansive, strange, passionate, and deeply interested in how stories shape ideas about gender, race, beauty, faith, and authority. It reads like the opening part of a much larger saga, with enough unresolved history and danger to make the next part feel necessary.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.